The Art of Truth and Balance, Discipline for a Life Less Traveled. Dear Amelia Emberhart. Life is difficult. That is how the road less traveled begins. It is blunt, honest, and strangely comforting, because it names something we all eventually discover. The real wisdom, however, is not just in accepting that life is hard, but in choosing the kind of hard worth living. In our last letter, we explored 2 tools for facing difficulty well: delaying gratification and accepting responsibility. Today, we turn to the other 2, dedication to truth and balancing. These may sound abstract, but they are deeply practical. They shape how we think, how we speak, how we act, and ultimately, who we become. Let us walk the rest of this path together. Dedication to truth. A lifelong commitment to truth, no matter how uncomfortable, is the foundation of wisdom and integrity. Truth is not a single moment of clarity. It is a practice, a way of being in the world. As you grow, your understanding of people, choices, and even yourself will evolve. And that is good. What matters is that you stay open. Do not cling too tightly to what you believed yesterday if today brings better light. Heck calls this the evolution of truth. And he is right. Growth requires admitting, I did not know that yet. But most of us are afraid of truth. We lie, sometimes even without noticing, not out of malice, but out of fear. Fear of being seen. Fear of conflict. Fear of change. We hide behind, I'm fine, or tell ourselves, it is not a big deal, when it really is. Let me tell you a story. There was a girl in school, around your age, who got caught cheating on a small quiz. Instead of owning it, she blamed someone else, twisted the truth, and covered it up. The lie followed her, not because the mistake was so big, but because the dishonesty grew heavier to carry. Months later, she confessed. Not to avoid punishment, but because she was tired of pretending. The relief in her voice was unforgettable. I feel like I can breathe again, she said. That is what truth does. It clears the air, and frees your soul. But truth must be paired with compassion. Being brutally honest is not the goal. Being gently real is. It is telling a friend what they need to hear, not what they want. It is admitting when you are lost. It is having the courage to ask questions when everyone else pretends to understand. To live a life of truth is to live with wholeness, no masks, no roles, just who you really are. And that takes daily courage. Call to action, Amelia. Ask yourself, is there a small truth I am avoiding? Maybe you are pretending to enjoy something just to fit in. Maybe you said something unkind and brushed it off. This week, practice telling one truth, kindly, clearly, bravely. Balancing. Discipline also means knowing when to say no, not just to pleasure but even to good things, in order to maintain balance and boundaries. Life often asks us to choose between 2 good things. Studying or sleeping. Helping a friend or finishing a task. Telling the truth or protecting someone's feelings. These moments can feel like no-win situations, but they are actually invitations to grow wiser. Heck calls this legitimate suffering, the pain of not being able to have it all. But unlike failure, this kind of suffering leads to maturity. It teaches us to live in tension and to make peace with imperfection. Balance is not a fixed state. It is a moving one, like walking across a log, constantly adjusting. What was right yesterday might be wrong today. You will feel it in your body, the tightness of overwhelm, the tug of people-pleasing, the exhaustion of overdoing. Listen to that. Boundaries are your tools here. Saying no to things that drain you. Saying yes to what restores you. Balance often begins with asking, what do I truly need right now, not what others expect from me? And do not fear letting go. Some friendships, habits, or activities will no longer fit who you are becoming. That is not failure. That is growth. Call to action, Amelia. This week, try this. Say no once, kindly but firmly, to something that is too much. Then say yes to something that brings you peace. Even if it is just 5 quiet minutes with a book. You are learning the art of balance. Discipline is not punishment. It is the practice of living with depth, strength, and truth. Delaying gratification, accepting responsibility, telling the truth, and finding balance, these are not quick lessons. They are lifetime companions. And you, Amelia, are strong enough for the road less traveled. This is your moment. Take command and show us the path.